All right, day 9 after workout. Finished up at 3:47, sat down at 3:27. Actually did a third machine today because the two machines I normally use were occupied at the time I walked in. So did me some arm presses, forward arm presses. Nothing spectacular, 2 sets of 15 at 30. Then went on to the deltoid fly machine because it was the next available, and then finished up with my leg presses, normal set, 15 each, toes heels on the first two, 75 and 90, 15 full extended on 75, 90, 105 and 120. Okay, so there you have it. 20 minutes along with an extra machine. Like I said, I don't try to spend too much time in between each exercise. I see people in there that were in there before me, and the older guy and the young kid are in there training again today. They spend more time talking than they do lifting. Okay, I'm not about that. I don't want to do that. I'm in there to perform a function, to get my goal hit, and then to move on. Okay, if after I do that and somebody stops me and wants to talk, or I join a conversation or whatever it might be, well then so be it. But that's after my workout, not during my workout. When I told you I stopped and talked to those two guys last time, that was after I was done and I was going to get the equipment cleaning solution and a towel to wipe it down. That wasn't during or in between. I didn't take time out of my sets to have a conversation with somebody, even if it was to be sort of motivational, or inspirational. I did not stop because that's not my goal. My goal is to get this fat off me, to get my muscles toned back up to where they can support this fat. That's what's going to come first, by the way. You're not going to likely lose a bunch of fat right away. If you're doing what I'm doing, you're not going to do that. And if you do, you're probably using some sort of fad diet or some sort of fad trick, and it's going to come back, and it's going to come back to haunt you badly. So build the muscle up, okay? Lose the fat. There's nothing wrong with losing the fat, but just keep in mind, if you use a fad way of doing it, that it's going to come back at you. So if you do, make it in a way that is appropriate, that you're using food as that weight loss mechanism, and not pills and things like that. And when I mean use food, I mean eating regularly, the right kind of foods, things like that, to where your body and the workouts are working harmoniously to create that fat loss burning machine. In other words, your metabolism is working in your favor. All right, so anyhow, this is Don. I appreciate you following me on this journey. I'm hoping that it helps to inspire somebody, if just one other person, as the cliche goes. But I mean that. I really do. Just one other person, if you get up and you move about and you start saying, hey, you know what? I'm tired of this. Or you're younger and you're like, hey, man, I don't want to grow old like that guy, man. I want to grow older, slimmer, and in shape, so where I can go out and enjoy things, instead of being stuck inside, and not being able to enjoy everything. Okay, and that's the thing. I'm wasting away these years, not being able to enjoy things, and I'm tired of that. And so I need that to change. And I think Jim Rohn said it. He said, if you want to change the world, you first have to change yourself. And I don't think he means, the entire world. I think, what he's talking about is your outside world, and your inside world. But you got to work on you. You have to be the best you that you can be. Okay. My little girl's going to be going to school here soon. They go back after the holidays today over in the Philippines. And so it's almost 4 o'clock here and there, but 4 a.m. there. So she'll be out the door here in 2 hours. And that's one of the things I'm going to tell her before she goes out the door is be the very best you that you can be. Okay, and remember her mottos, of course, and keep an open mind and learn something new, because, man, I don't care how old you are, that's what you should be doing. All right, well, anyhow, this is Don. I can't see the time. There's this little message stuck up there where the timer is. They haven't worked all these things out on these phones that way yet. So like, subscribe, tell some friends, share this video, please. Let's help somebody else that might need some inspiration. I do appreciate you. Get you some protein, drink up some protein after a workout. You can go to my Live Good store, get some really good vegan protein. It's plant-based protein, so it's not the whey protein. Get you some super greens, some super reds while you're there, some multivitamins, whatever it is that you're lacking at this time. Remember, get your measurements. Okay, get that lab if you haven't done it yet, and let's go. Can do attitude. Let's do this. All right.